Hey guys, it's Josh here from Pearl Lemon Games. First of all, head over to pearllemongames.com. If you want to try any of our video games, you can click this link right here and it will redirect you to our site for games. Also, if you're interested in finding out or getting our free guide and how to build your own video game in less than 12 weeks, just click the link in the description below for access to our free guide.
So in this video, we're now on our part 4 of how to make a mini game here in Unity. So in this video, I'm going to teach you on how to add a force in your game object. So first is we open our script again and we remove this use gravity. Let's enter a function called add force and then parenthesis and then semicolon. So now, as you can see, we have a red line in here. That means that this is incorrect. So if we're adding a force, we ask it asks for three values in our x, y, and z on where it wants to add in a force. So first is our y. So for example, let's just put 0 on our y and then 500 on our x rather. 0 on our x, 500 on our y, and then 700 on our z values. And then save this one and let's check if that code works. And then we hit play to see if adding a force, to see if that line of code adds a force into our player game object. Okay, so I think it worked. It leaped through the starting position going forward. But I think we need that to happen every single frame. So as you recall, start is only called once before the first frame update. And in our update, it happens every second. So if we want it to keep moving per second, we can just copy this line of code or cut by pressing Ctrl X and pasting it into our update. So per second, it moves 500 on our y-axis and 700 in our z-axis. We can just erase this start method. And then save this one and go back to Unity. And then we hit play to see if this is working. Okay, so it launched. Where is my player? I can't see it anymore. Okay, but it's working. So to make it more smooth, because this line of code only activates, so I think we still have an issue here in our add force because this line of code depends on the frame rate of your computer. So if you have a very fast computer, then this will activate more times than a slower computer. So to make it default, just add this multiply sign and then time that delta time. And then by adding this function, this in layman's term, this is like the default frame rate in Unity. So to check this one, just save and go back to Unity. Then we hit play. Then we hit play. It's too fast. We can't see any changes, but you should do that method when you're calling something in our update because this is the proper way of doing it by multiplying it by our time, that delta time. So I think this is all for this video and let's proceed to the next one. I hope you learned something and thank you for watching.